So basically, we will start from the beginning with a high-level overview of RP. So
Okay.
because RPA is nothing but a robotic process automation, because it is combination of basically a three words: robotics, process, and automation. So this is a huge demand of company. Most of the company nowadays working on this platform to automate their software, to automate their platform like virtual computer or anything. Okay. So the term is automation because is very popular in very good day because you can automate everything. It is the person task like a calculator. When you're calculating something with the pen or pencil or with the other tool, then it may be uh, you can face a issue when you calculating a large number. Then to solve that problem, the calculator is invented, and calculator is nothing but a automation. Okay, it automate your calculation, but it's different from the RPA. But it is similar to it is nothing but a automation to reduce the human effort. Okay, like in bottle filling machines. This is every bottle is filling with the machine. So entire thing like gas filling station, the cylinder gas filling station. This entire thing is basically a automation. Okay, but still it is different from the automation. Sorry, RPA. Okay, so when we discuss about the automation only, it is nothing but provide me some benefits. Like when we discuss about the only automation, it will reduce or decrease the operational cost. Okay, because when we do with automation to automate any system, definitely you reduce the human and you reduce the error. So automatically it will improve the productivity. Okay, and as it is done by some machines, so the error possibility is very low. So definitely it decreases the average handling time. And in some scenario, like in power plant and other things, there is very hazard situation that when you're working in boiler or something else. So in that process, if some different robot is working, then definitely it assists the worker safety. So this is the benefit of automation, that these benefits we can achieve through the automation. Okay. So we have another question that automation is RP or no? So automation is simple to automate any hardware or any regular real life task. But RPA is different. Basically, RPA, when we discuss RPA, I have already told you that it comes with the three letters: robotic, process, on automation. And robotics is nothing but a robot, which means an entity which has the capability to mimic the human action. Means it can perform like a human and it work like a human. Okay. And process is nothing but a sequence of steps. Like when we are doing something, some work, then you have to follow certain rule that this kind of steps should be followed to achieve this target or something. Like when you opening your Gmail, that you have to follow some rules that you have to open web browser, then type a URL like gmail.com. Okay, or then click on OK, enter, then again login and enter your login page or sorry, email ID, password, and sign in. So this is nothing but a process or a step of sequence. So you have the process means are nothing but a sequence of steps that lead a meaningful activity. Okay, and last term is automation. As we have already discussed that the task happen automatically without human intervention is known as automation. Okay, so that when we combine these three letters, we achieve a meaningful word that the RP is nothing but a mimicking human behavior to execute a sequence of steps which lead a meaningful activity without human intervention. Okay, is there any
Yeah.
confusion in RPA or automation?
No, no.
Okay. So again, the benefit of RPA is very much because the best benefit of this is that it works 24 into 7 without making any error. Like the same task the person can do, but the person or human can work only 8 hour, 9 hour, or 10 hour. But after the 10 hour, in 11 hour, definitely it makes some error. But if the process is done by the robotics process by the computer or machines, that it definitely works 24 into 7 without any error. Okay, so it is easy to implement or powerful to scale. This means when you increase, like when your target, your requirement is increases, then you have to only increase the number of system. And definitely, and if your target is reduced, then your task is very low, then you have to only reduce the number of local machines. So you can scale easily by increasing the number of computer or anything, virtual machine. So you can definitely scale up your system. Okay. And it creates the digital robotic workflow. Means you can achieve your task with very less time, and it's nothing but a force in army, but it's not. It is a digital platform. Okay. So it is it can be work. It can be work either with a different application, like in desktop application, or in virtual machine like Citrix applications, and in web browser you can automate everything by with the help of this RPA tool. Okay. So read the process in data structure manner, like you can scan for your Aadhaar card, or like in office your resume or invoice. So you can extract that information in structured manner. Okay. With some kind of machine learning or anything, so you can also automate the structured data as well as the semi-structured data. You can automate, and you can extract the required information from that invoice or something with some machine learning or any activity available in this UiPath or message. Okay. So this is the RPA. The benefit is very these are the benefit actually. So definitely it increase the speed, accuracy also improve the compliance and governance, reduce the cost. As we discussed, there is less requirement of payment, so definitely it will reduce the cost. Easier scaling, I will already said that you can increase the number of system or decrease. You can scale the scale easier. And when we discuss about the return of investment, it means when when you do a normal task and the same task is done in the 30-day or 45-day or more than 6 months or something, and the same task when you perform with this RPA, and you can do this task with the 1 hour, 1 week or something, with the less human effort, definitely it will become your investment. So this is the difference between automation, RPA and automation. So we will discuss that it is used to automate any business process. Uh, uh,
Hmm.
okay, and automation is nothing that is specific task. Like you can automate your washing machine or your calculator on different things. Okay, but in the business process, like you need to calculate you need to record the attendance by system, or you have any operational task in IT domain, and you have to automate that process. Okay, and like you have to shortlist, like many of this HR company working that to shortlisting the resume. Okay, with some specific keyword, then you can use this RPA tool. It will automatically download resume for your from your Gmail or your mail, and it can directly shortlist, and it can directly mail. If the candidate is shortlisted, it directly mail to the that user. Okay, so this business task, if you automate, then it will come with the RPA. Okay, so it is platform independent, as they did not bond on any specific, but it still is working on if you develop a system and you can trigger the process, definitely it will work on the different computers. So it's platform independent. But the automation is dependent. Like when you program for the calculator, it definitely will not work for the washing machine. Okay, so it will mimic the user action and can be cognitive, take decision, perform. It's nothing but whatever you have written on your program. It's definitely the same thing. Okay, like you have to decide whether this person should be included or excluded. The same thing should be included into your program. Okay, so it's not
Okay.
okay. It does not mimic the user action. Means it simply automate the process, but human action cannot be performed, or a mimic of human cannot be executed in this automation. But in this scenario, you can mimic the user action. You want to search some appliances in Flipkart. Okay, you can program your system and trigger that. It will work like a human, Okay, it will automatic type the required appliances, post that and extract the information like rating and another thing, and it will record into your Excel. So it will definitely mimic the process. Like chatbot, the best
Mm.
example of chatbot, you can like when you open any web browser, the pop-up of chatbot is coming and it will replicate a BPO system. Okay, you can directly interact with the chatbot and it will work like you feel like that the other person is discussing with you. Okay, so this is the basic difference between RPA and automation. Okay, so what company uses this of industry? Because when we learn this tool, RPA tool, first of all we have to understand what board should be designed for the industry point of view. Okay, so first of all, we have to understand what company are uses this in this RPA tool. So most of the banking and finance company are uses this RPA to automate their regular tasks like maintaining the checkbook or different tasks. So in the last year, the some Dubai bank is hiring lots of RPA providers, okay, to automate that process. Okay, so insurance company also, because when we the insurance company are shortlisting the insurance performance. Okay, it also uses the this RPA tool. Healthcare services, manufacturing, customer service, and this travel and transportation logistics, they all are using for the RPA. Okay, but still, what domain they are using? What like they have many different domains in their particular respective industry. Okay, so you can use this into sales, human resource, because the most of the company are using this RPA in human resource, operational, IT sector, supply chain, and finance and accounting. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Amit, like,
okay.
if you go in between, no, for 5 minutes, don't stop recording it. Keep it like that. Only.
Okay. Okay. No.
It's okay. No. Ah, yeah, you
So
can continue.
so there is some limitation that you cannot automate entire process. Okay. So for when the client giving you that you have to automate that process. Okay. So first of this thing, you have to understand whether this kind of task is required automation or not. Okay. So these are some limitations that attribute of process that you can automate. Okay. Like the process should be a rule based. It is not a dynamic base like you can automate random process. So whenever we have going to automate that process, the process should be in use. The value of that process of transaction, it should be high. Like you cannot develop a board or by using some your entire system for automating a single process for 1 minute or 2 minutes. Okay, so if the volume of processing or transaction is large and amount is large, then we are going for automation. Data intensive, like I have already told you the process a lot of data manipulation and crunching. Then we are going for the automation. Repetitive in nature, like you can develop a board. It should be repetitive in nature, like it should be in infinite loop like that. Okay, or like 100,000 or 1 lakh of repetitive nature should be there. Then we are going for the outcome. An entire system should be in digital form. Like you can input or output, everything should be a digital. As we have already discussed that you cannot do the process RPA for the automation in your home. It's nothing. It's not a your home automation. It should be a digital platform. You can automate your desktop, you can automate your virtual computer. Okay, so these are some constraints that you should be understand before going to automate the process. So this process should, if the process should be you want to automate or you apply the RPA technology, then this should be in your mind before preparing whether the task should be automated or not. Okay. Okay. So this is, so the many business company or the business process are, these are the examples where the company are used into their environment. Okay. like vendor onboarding, customer onboarding, master management, order fulfillment, purchase and order processing. This is the banking reconciliation. So these basic things the company uses in their environment for automate their process. So for doing so, they reduce the cost, they increase the productivity, and by many benefits they can achieve. Therefore, most of the company uses this RPA. Okay, but still the confusion is that there is a huge amount of RPA tool available in market like Pega and Power Automation, Automation Anywhere, UiPath, and Blueprint. But the leader is UiPath, Blueprint, and Automation Anywhere. Okay, so these are the leader in this RPA technology, but still there is many other tools are available that work on a RPA. Okay, but when you prepared only one thing, then the very little bit different when you switching from the one tool to another thing. The logic is remains same. The programming methods and other thing is it may be some different. Okay, some of the tools is very user friendly. You can auto library is available and everything is available, and so some of the stuff is very easily, and some of the tool is work like that you can you have a freedom to code. You can code also. Okay, so these are the company for the RBA recruit. Okay, so we are going to discuss about the Blueprint. So Blueprint is nothing but a company, US-based company, which is used for providing automation. So sorry, UK-based company. So it is nothing but a software provider to automate your code. Okay, so Blueprint is nothing but a RPA tool which hold the virtual workforce powered by software robot. Okay, so these are the benefits of Blue Prism. We have already discussed in the RPA session. Installation. I think you have already installed the software. Hello, hello, Rajasthan ma'am.
Yeah, I already installed. I installed which version? 10, I guess.
No issue. So this is the latest one, I think. So no issue if you have already
Uh,
installed. So the basic requirement of this that you have to .NET Framework, SQL Server, okay, and if your version is OS like a Windows 7 or more than Windows 8.1, then it will definitely work very fine. Okay, so in Blueprint provide you a trial license for the 30. Okay, so these are some freedom provided available in the trial license. There is some limitation against, like if you are using this UiPath and automation anywhere, still there in community edition they provide you some limitation. Okay, the enterprise edition is different, the trial license is different. So in trial license you understand the entire thing, but still with the some limitation, like the one digital work for 2 sessions. Okay, so 15 process to be run. So we will discuss in the programming session. Okay, for downloading, very simple. You need to go with blueprism.com and click on the trial package. Okay, you have another option like you can download in cloud option also, Microsoft Azure option also. So or definitely in local machine you need to register and download. Okay, when you click on register and download, you need to fill some form for creating a account into the portal .blueprism.com, and then you get this screen for downloading the trial version. Okay, and meanwhile that Blue Prisma send mail you a key their license for 1 month, and it look like that. So it will they have some license file and some rule what should be you follow. That is, this is the education purpose or like learning purpose license. You cannot use this into the production. Okay, so logging is very simple. Just click on next, and you can install your system. So basically, in icon, it look like this. So this is the blueprint icon. Is it visible? So
yeah.
okay. So this is a Blue Prisma and this is automation anywhere,
Automation anywhere.
power automation. Okay. So all these things are available. This is the icon for the UI
UiPath.
UiPath. So whenever you go for the interview, you have to understand first of that what version you have worked. Okay. So in my case, I'm working with a 6.7. Okay,
7.
6.7.1. Okay. So you have to understand. Okay. So with some configuration, I think you have already configured your system, and by default the password is admin, and you can modify also by sign in. Okay, so let me sign in the process. I think this entire thing you have already done.
Yeah.
So the dashboard it look like that. Okay, so they have a some tab available here like home, studio, control, analytics. Okay,
Matrix release,
release,
digital
digital.
exchange.
Okay, so these are the tools available in this platform. You can also
Tabs.
modify. Okay, like like I'm working on your system, like you are the developer portion, you are the administrator purpose. You can decide the role entire thing with the system also. You can decide the role of user. So if you assign the only the texture purpose, okay, like an admin, I have all authority that we can use entire tab, but you can modify that role also. Okay, and when you modify as a developer, then only studio or the control panel is visible. Sorry, studio version is visible, another may be disabled. Okay, you can modify this. So by selecting this role, you can modify that role also. Okay, so you can assign this role. We will discuss when we discuss into the system. Okay, so basically
Yeah.
we have this navigation tab here in the top horizontal section, also in the vertical section.
Mm.
So these are the different tools we will discuss with the session. Okay, and it will they have Blue Prism have basic two components. One is studio, another is object. These are the very basic components. Okay, so the whole architecture of Blue Prism work on these two components, process and object. Okay, so like we have work on the different programming language like Python and other things. Okay, so it look like a same. It look like a workflow, but the method is same. When you trigger the process, the process whatever written in your process, it will trigger from there. And when you interact with a different application, understanding when you want to interact with a different application like web application or a desktop application, Java based application, then this interaction should be written into the object. Okay, developing a program in process studio, interaction for interaction, like you want to interact with the excel, you want to interact with the some application like desktop application, web browser. So the interaction with the third party system you can discuss it in object studio. Okay, so basically the architecture, when we discuss about the architecture of the system, it look like this. Okay, so this is the control room and manager section we have discussed. Okay, so this is the database where like in our case the SQL server is our database. So our Blue Prism studio will directly connect with this server. So in company what happens, they have multi you, I think you have heard about multi-board system. Multi-board, have you heard about it?
Multi-board.
So in that case what
I have heard about.
yes, so in that case what they use, they have multiple computers. Okay, but in that computer one is a server. So in the server they install this database, and they install the Blueprint in that server, and you have to work into like Citrix scenario in multi-board. We will discuss in the surface automation or the multi-board scenario. We will discuss. So basically, you can when you install this Blue Prism and this database into a server, many computers, like there's some limitation also. So many computer you can attach with the single Blue Prism license. So multi-board facility is available. Okay. So in our case, actually, in local machine, the Blue Prism setup and the server is installed with the same machine. Okay, so this scenario, like we have to program this into the process studio, but the interaction with the application we can done with the object studio.
Okay.
Okay, Like if your target if your target application is your web browser, so by using this object studio, you can create your interaction with web browser, and you can call them into a process studio. So this is the basic architecture. It will be
Okay.
very much understand we will when we are going into depth of this blueprint. Okay.
Okay. Basically, you're saying like we are implementing like suppose we want to interact with the application, we will interact using object, no, which
Object
we are
studio.
creating in the object studio.
Yes, yes,
Correct.
yes.
After that, yeah. After that, in the process, we will call the object
Call the
which one we
object.
are created.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
And
So,
then this control room and system manager are connected to Blue Prism database. Correct, no?
yes, yes, yes. Actually, you can when we develop a process, you can publish. You can publish your process, and when you publish your process,
Yeah.
it will visible into your control room. And from the control room,
Yeah.
any
Correct.
like control person can can trigger the process here. So studio developer
Okay.
can develop the process and upload and publish into a control room, and the control room you can select whatever computer is available. It may be possible that the 100 computer is available, but you want to run onto the particular computer, then you can do this process into a control room. Okay. And also when
Okay.
you are working into a thousand and lakh of data. Okay, so it's very much difficult to solve into a single computer. Then you have to use the load balancing scenario, and you can divide your data into a multiple queue, and you can trigger the process from the control also. So by doing so, you can also balance your load also. Okay, we will discuss.
Okay.
So it is in advance, but we will discuss. Okay, so when you open your blueprint, it will provide you a two options process and object. So now we are going with the process, and when we comfort with the process, then we will move to object. Okay.
Okay.
So for creating the process, you need to go and right click the process and create the process. Okay, so I'm type the name, whatever your process name, like D1 introduction, okay, or D1 only. Click on next.
Okay.
If you want to put any description,
Description.
then you have to enter that. This is for demo of first day. Okay, and click on finish.
Yes.
So this is your actually visual section, like whatever you can modify the system. All information are available here. Okay, so this is a visual section actually. We can do some process. Okay, I will show you. Like we can connect anything, and you can save it. So in whenever you press save, it will ask the edit summary what you have modified. Okay, so I have to type I have or add action section, and save it. So these entire things are available visible here. Okay, look at that add section.
Yeah.
Okay, so it will help the developer that this kind of things is modified during this session. So whenever you close the process, okay, or whenever you save the process and you can modify the process, it will ask for the edit summary, and the summary is reflected over the image. Okay, so when this project is done, then click on the day one. This. Okay. So control the means process studio and control studio. It look like very similar. Let me open. Have you go through this object? Hello?
Okay. No.
Okay.
Each one not required. I know.
Okay. Let me open the already.
Okay.
So by the
You
first
created.
yes, by the first look, the object studio and the process
Process
studio
studio.
look like very similar. Okay, but
Yeah.
they have little bit different. I will discuss with the depth also, but now the overview, they have little bit differences. Like in Object Studio, they have application modular, and in Process Studio, these are not available.
Yeah.
Okay, So this is nothing but a tool or a tab to interact with the third system or third application. Okay, when you click, it will ask you what application you have to interact. Okay, whether it is a web based or it is a Java based system. So this is nothing but used for the interact with the application or web browser or anything, whatever you have to automate. Okay, so
Yeah.
these additional tools are available, and another process is like in the process studio, the write, wait, this much. Okay, code, wait, process, these are not available. Like read, write, navigation, code, wait are not available in process studio. It only available into a object studio,
Object.
because like you want to read, so where you want to read, you have to read with the third system like web browser and anything. So it must be present into a object studio, that it is only responsible for interacting with the other system. Okay,
Okay.
like you want to write into a Google search box. Okay, so you can use this tab, navigation, launch, everything. Like you want to wait, like it may be possible that your internet is slow or your target application is very slow, then you have to use this wait action. So these are available into the object studio, these are missing into a process. So you have to understand the basic difference between them. Okay, okay, so let me close
Yeah.
that.
And in this Process Studio, only main page is the default page, but in Object, cleanup and
Yes,
initialize
yes, yes,
default page.
yes, 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 yes. Because
Yeah.
by default, the in the process, the only one page is open. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, this one. Only main page is main page is nothing but when you are programming in C language, they have wide main. Okay, in Java also main.
Yeah.
So this is the main page where the program should open run start. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you can invoke the other object process here. Okay, but in this object studio, they have initialization, they have clean, and they have action. Three default
Yeah.
pages. Okay, so
Mm.
in initialization, like when you open any application. Okay, so
Mm.
before opening any application, if this application required something cleanup section or anything, then or initialization any required, then you have to return over here if any required. Otherwise, doesn't require.
Mm.
So before opening any application, it will start from initialization, run the process, and after run the process, it will clean the system. Okay. So
Yeah.
when the object studio is running, then first initialization process is by default run, and then action, whatever action you have called, that the program will run, and after completing the entire action, then at last cleanup is done. Okay, so by
Mm.
default it will do nothing, but if you feel that it is required into the exit section and it is required into a entry section, then you can put over here. Okay,
Mm.
so also the in object studio by default they have three pages like initialize, cleanup, and access. Okay,
Okay. So it will free up some memory space, no, for that cleanup.
yeah, no, it's a different it's a different thing. Okay, when we discuss, we will discuss in depth also. It will little bit
Okay. Okay.
different. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so in process studio, like this one, so they have only six tabs. We have also discussed the
Yeah.
process diagram. They have a process diagram. The process diagram is nothing but the comprised of stages. Like you can create your process by with these stages. Okay, like you want to create one variable, then you have to use this data item. If you are
Data
working
item.
on if you are working on the data table, then you can go with the calculation, sorry, collection. if,
Collection.
if you want to apply some loop, then you have to go with the loop. Okay, so these many tab is available in Blueprint. You have to use, and you can create your process or your program with this tab only. Okay, with this one.
Yeah.
Okay, like like as a simple method, like you want to add some data, like add two numbers. Okay, so
Hmm.
for two numbers, we have required first number, then second number, and third section it can add the process, and the result section it will display the result. Okay. So for that, like
Calculation.
we can create a two variable first. So in data item, okay. So in data item, like this is the data is x.
First number.
Okay, is the first number. Okay, in description you can write what is the first number. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you know that this is an integer, so you can also assign the data type of like it is a
Number.
number. Okay, and this many we will discuss later. This is the exposure, how you can modify from the control room, another thing. So this is very important actually. Okay, exposure section is very important.
Yeah.
Okay, and initialization, like in itself, what is the value of this x number? Okay, so let me enter with 10. So this is the initial value and create it. Okay. So my first number is done, and we can also create the same thing with the second number. Okay, like y, second number and
20.
like it's
20.
and okay.
Okay.
So the two
And we
number is
need one more.
for storing the result. Okay. So
Okay.
like one different data item, and this is for the result. Okay. So the result, and this is for the result. Okay. So it also a integer type. Okay. So like it is number. Okay. So initial value is not declared here because it will it will calculate, and then it will save it over here. Okay. So this is nothing but a tab or stages. You can use this into your process. Okay. Like we have to calculate that process. Okay. Then you can use the calculation. Okay. Double click over here, and it is asking for the expression. Okay. So whatever item you have already created, whatever variable you have already created, entire things are visible here in the left section, right section.
Yeah.
Okay. Like we have created how many variables? 3 variables, and all 3 variables. What data type? The data type should be
number type.
So okay.
Number.
So in number, when we look closely in number, the plus sign is indicated, and when click on over plus sign, this entire variable is visible. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is two methods. One is pick and drop, like you can pick, X, select, and drop here. Okay. So variable should be enclosed with the this is square bracket, and use
square bracket.
Okay, and use this
drag and drop.
Drag and drop. So this is the first method actually. Okay. This. And the result section, in result section, you can drag this over here.
Result.
Okay, and click on okay. Okay, and at last, when you create the process, you need to now connect the stages. For connecting the stages, there is one stage called as link. So use this link and connect from start to calculation and end. Is it clear? Okay. Now, so the another point is very important. Like whenever you run the process, first of all, you need to reset your process. Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, you need to reset your process. So this is the reset button actually. Okay. Reset the button. Okay. There is no error, and this is the same, run button. Okay. So click on go. Start the process. Okay. 10 plus 20 equal to 30. Is it visible 30. To you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the first program, and very simple, and look like a flow diagram, and you created one like a simple addition of two numbers. So I think you any doubt here, or you want to practice this, or you have already done this exercise? Hello.
Sorry.
Any doubt here?
No. This is clear.
So you have already performed this task?
Yeah. This one I don't know. Basic and all I know.
Okay. So this is for the actually calculation section. Okay. So
Mm.
there is many another option also, like you want to subtract, you want to
Mm.
division. Okay. So for this you have to use different calculation. Okay. Like
Yeah.
it is for addition. Okay. Similarly, you can achieve for the subtraction, division, multiplication. But there is one another tool available like multi-calculation. So multi-calculation provide you offer you that you can okay,
Multi-calc. Mm.
uh, you can create the process here by simply multiple calculation you can perform with a simple task by simply click on add.
Mm.
Okay, so this is used, this can be used for the addition, this can be used for the division. Okay, like you can
Yeah.
perform,
Mm.
clear the process, delete, add the multiple section. Okay, like we want to add the process. Okay, so x
X plus Y.
I will go with a different option because this option you have already
Okay.
done. I go with the
Huh.
different option. So this is the
Minus.
expression section. Okay, this is the expression section. In expression section,
Mm.
you always find calculator view like calculator.
Yeah.
So click over here. When you click over
Mm.
here, it will pop up a new expression box. Okay,
Mm.
so I have already discussed one method is to drag and drop. Okay,
Mm.
and another method is you have this function, predefined function is already available here.
Yeah.
So like we have to add, like we have to add. Okay, so click on add. Okay, like again I will repeat it. Okay, in left section you choose your operation, like in number section we have to add, click on the plus icon, then again add. Okay, in add there is two options, operand and operand A and operand B. In operand A you can paste over there. In operand and you can also specify the content, you can put over here. So x is written. Okay, in y also you can write over here y. Okay, and paste. So automatic it will use their expression. Okay, so this is very simple actually, and you can also validate the session whether the expression is correct or not. Okay, like validate the process, this expression is validated.
Mm.
Is it clear? It may be possible that by
Yeah. Yeah.
default, it may be possible like x is your number and y is your text, and by mistake
Mm.
you have added the process. Then before going into the next stage, you can validate your process. Okay,
Yeah.
and you also evaluate the expression, like what should be a output. Okay, so by clicking over here, and the x and x value is by default is 10, y is by default is 20. You can modify that and you can take your result whether it's working and fine or not. So 10 plus 40 is fine, 50.
50.
It means your expression whatever you have written is working fine. Okay, so after doing so you can click on OK, so it will written over here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so in large scenario, whatever what I have done, I have uh, drag and drop the result section into the result. Okay, but there is another option also, like the result name is add if you want, and we are not going to create a new variable like this and modify it. You can
Mm.
directly create from the property also. Okay, like
Mm.
directly write the name and click over this brick,
Yeah.
this small brick. Simply click over there. It will automatic create and choose their data type and automatic create the new variable. Okay,
Mm.
like click on OK. So add data type is already. Is it clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can also do with same with the subtraction also, like go with the logic. Sorry,
Logic. Not
number,
logic. Number.
number, and here is some subtractor. Okay,
subtract
and
x,
x
y,
or
y,
y paste
y,
over here. You
paste.
can validate. Okay, expression is
It's
validated.
valid. We
Evaluate.
can evaluate expression.
Okay, -10. This means
-10.
working fine.
Click
Fine.
on close.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And in result section, you can directly write their name and
Sub.
click on break.
Hmm.
Okay, by
Yeah.
automatic it will create and just run the perform. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
result section is didn't require now. Okay. Just you have to link the process and
Connect them.
connect them, reset the process. There is no error, and click on.
Click on run.
So the add result of
Yeah.
10 plus 20 is 30, and the subtraction
30.
result is -10.
-10.
Okay.
Hmm.
So this is a basic understanding of calculation section. You can use this expression as per your requirement. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the main loop,
Yeah.
main page actually. When you run their process, so the main page is by default start. Okay, but it is very much advisable that you cannot create. You are not advisable to create entire project into a single main page. Okay, the main requirement is that you can break your process, break your project into a small segment or function, or you can call them into a main page. Okay, so similarly, like if you need to create a new pages, just go to a main page and click right click and click over name and type like subtraction or choice, whatever, and click on OK. Okay, so this is second page is open. Okay, now the choice option is nothing but a decision, or choice option is nothing but a similar true or false if condition is there. Okay, in basic programming language, there is one if decision. If this task is if the result is true or false, the expression is true or false, so it is very much similar to that decision.
Yeah.
Okay, like A equal to B or not, B equal to matlab, this much comparison if you want to do, then you can go with the decision. Okay.
Yeah, we can check like A is greater than B or yeah, in that case.
Yeah. So decision is nothing but your if condition. So the if condition have only two possibilities. Only two possibilities. So first possibility is that expression is true, and second possibility is expression is false. You cannot add beyond these two possibilities. Okay, by using this if condition or by using this decision. But still, if you require some more than two possibilities, like in switches, if you understand the switch, they have a different number of cases. Okay, and you need to choose the cases. More than two of possibility you require. For that, you go with choice. Okay. Yeah. You understand this? The choice is nothing but similar to a switch, and the decision is similar to a if condition. Okay. When we increase the choice like 1, 2, 3, 4, this much. So by increasing this, okay. Okay, let me create the name.
Then anchor will come, no? There.
Yes. The different anchor will come.
For example, like if we are marks of the student is in between this range, we can.
Yes. So you can use this when your choice is more than one. So this anchor will come in between. As per your choice, different anchor will come. But in decision, only you have two possibilities. Whether expression is true, then it go with
true
the F
or false.
or false. But if you want to be, if you have a choice beyond this possibility, then you go with choice. Okay. So let me create some project, a program with this possibility. So let's add two number. We have already done. Okay. Add two number and result will store in the data type. And second program is check whether the result is greater than 50 or not. Okay. So how we can do? first we have
You can
add the process.
decision.
But first we have to add the process. So for adding, we can go with the calculation.
Or else no, make that one only visible to this page also, data item.
Yes, yes, we will do. We will do in the sequence of manner. We will do.
Okay,
We will. Okay. So we will start from the
Okay.
basic. Okay. So first we have understand the basic. Then we will visualize and we will play with the property of variable. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Calculation is done and the data item like for addition X. Add. Create a variable first. Data item 1, data 1. Okay. So this is the X. And the data table data is in number section and initial value is 10. So by number and the initial value is 40. In the calculation section, again with the same simple method, drag and drop, drag plus by, and the result section add. Click on paste. And click on OK. Okay, so this variable is already created. Okay, so in decision, the decision like you want, we have to program like the result is greater than a 50 or not. So for that, again, you can go with the direct expression or you can go with this predefined function. So like logic greater than. Okay, so number addition should be greater than 50. Okay, and click on paste.
Yeah.
So we can validate also this expression. The validation expression is validated and evaluated. So if the add is 40, like add is 40, test whether it's true or false. So its output is flag false. It means the add is less than 50. If the add value is 60 and test session, it will true. Means the add variable is greater than 50. It means our expression is working fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. Now connect the process. So link the process.
Link.
Okay, when you link this is the S section. Okay, and there is another option like there is two possibilities, true and false. So you need to create one also.
One more.
So this is also an interview question. In your process, the start only one. You cannot delete your start. Like when you are going to delete the start, this is not possible. You cannot delete the start, but you can delete the end.
Yeah.
You can delete
and in the same page we can have multiple end
multiple
stage also,
end.
no?
Yes, in the same page you have only one start, but you can increase number of end. So multiple end can be possible. Okay. And yes, so also you need like pop up your message or something, so you can do this kind of thing into the calculation section. Calculation. Like this is the output of S. Okay, so link this process. Yes, it. So this is the output for no. Okay. So you can also create a string variable that this number is greater than 50 or not. So click over here, name this like result or anything like result is good. Okay. So you can put a string here that number is greater than 50. This message has to be in result section. So you can create one result variable and if it is a true, okay, but if it is false, also it is a result, okay, and you can put over here the result is less than 50, and you can modify this into the same result variable and click over it. Okay, now whatever our input is 10, 20, and result should be false, and result output of that result is result should be is less than 50. You can also increase the size of that variable. Okay, just reset the process and click on start. Okay, sorry. When you click on start, okay, let me stop the process. When you by default click on start, it will start from the main page. Okay, because the program always starts
set
from
the stage.
yeah. So when you
Main page. Yeah.
when you run from the your different page, so click over here and
Give set next step.
and click over. Yeah. So the result is less than 50. Okay. If you modify this like current value are also modified. Okay, because the current value is 10. Okay. So like now we can modify this is 40 and again reset this and start here. Run set next stage and run the process. Now it will follow this stage. Okay, follow this yes stage. Okay, and the result is number is greater than 50. So this is for using this choice action, decision action, and similar way we can use the choice also. Like if we have to decide more than one condition, then we go with this choice. Okay, let me do the same thing.
Yeah. Different page.
Decision choice. No? Decision is done. I think choice is there. Rename the process. You can copy and paste also, like copy, paste, do the same process. But the problem is like you have multiple of methods.
You have to delete that and
Yes, yes. Delete. Now we are going to use this where choice. So choice come with a pair. Okay. Always. So when you using the choice stage, the choice come with otherwise pair also by default page actually. Okay. By default, what should be action to be performed. So it always comes with a pair. Like loop also. Loop when you are using this loop.
Loop start.
Loop also come with pair. Okay. Loop start and loop end. So like here you can add your calculation. So like number result okay. Here it means the choice number is 1, number is greater than 50, greater than means greater than 20, and second choice is You can also use and also, like you can directly
Okay,
go
okay.
with
Two condition.
yes, yes. You can condition. You can use and. Okay. So put over here like in operand also, like in first stage, first expression is number is greater than 20 and less than, let's suppose, less than 30. Okay. So you can put copy and put and less than 30. So two
Hmm.
expression you can order. Okay, this one. Add number is greater
Okay,
than
okay.
20 and less than 30. Okay. And again, like
Hmm.
you need to another one. Again, go with the logic and number is greater than 31 because 30 is already covered and number is less than 40.
Less than 31.
Yes, less than 40.
Click on paste. Okay, you give 40.
So we have two conditions. Okay, one is greater than 20 and you can also create one all for less than 20. Choice number 3 and copy and paste here because we did not require for less area and less than 20. Okay, or click on OK. So we for three conditions we have basically three choices available here. Okay, so
Hmm.
each choice should be connected with each result, like for maintaining the for maintaining this result section. Okay, so just copy and paste, again paste, and collect the section. You can also increase the size of this workflow. So this is very much easy to handle this because it looks like a flow diagram.
Hmm.
So connect the process. So this is the thing is written over here. The same thing is displayed over the top of the arrow. Okay. So 2 and condition number 3. So condition number 1 is greater than 20 and less than 30. Okay. So you can express over the string as per your requirement. I have made it, but number is greater than that. You can write like that. Number is greater than 20 and number is less than 20. Okay.
Hmm.
We can do same thing over here. Number is greater than 31 and less than 40. Number is less than 40. And entire result is stored into a single variable. Okay. So whatever the condition will show,
Result, huh?
always store into a result, only a single variable. Just you need to connect the link, connect the stages with the link. Done.
Run.
Okay.
Set
What is our x value? X value is 40 and
40.
20. It's beyond the calculation. So let
Hmm.
me make it 10 so that it will
Okay.
come under some condition. Okay. And otherwise it will get set into a new stage, set next stages and run the process.
32.
because
Otherwise,
because we
okay.
have not make any condition for 30. Okay, because in the choice section we have written less than grade less than 30, but there is no calculation for equal to 30. Okay,
Yeah.
let me make it 8. Now you can see. Okay,
28.
now it come onto the first
The number
choice.
is in between.
Number is greater than 30 and number is greater less than 30.